All right, so today we're going to be diving deep into the world of AI.
Go ahead.
Specifically, this new tool called THEO that's making some pretty big promises,
Yeah.
especially for small to medium-sized businesses.
Interesting.
And we've got a whole stack of marketing materials,
Oh.
user testimonials. We even got our hands on some technical breakdowns to really kind of sift through and
Yeah.
figure out if THEO is worth the hype
Right.
or if it's just hype.
I mean, that's the big question.
Exactly.
Everyone wants to know, right?
Yeah, so think of us as like your shortcut
Okay.
to figuring that out.
I like that.
So, one of the things that really caught my eye
Mm.
was how THEO, which stands for THEO growth,
Oh, okay.
is being pitched as this like missing link
Okay.
between AI's potential and,
Yeah.
the reality that a lot of businesses face. In fact, they're calling it the world's first plug-and-play business context management platform.
That's a mouthful,
It is a mouthful.
but it sounds impressive.
Right. And the tagline is even better.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah, they say, transform your website and docs into one structured context file that makes any AI assistant truly understand your business.
Wow. Okay, so
2-minute setup,
hey,
0 learning curve.
they're really hitting all the pain points
They are.
for busy business owners.
Exactly. So tell me that doesn't pique your interest, at least a little bit.
Well, yeah, especially for, as you said, small to medium-sized enterprises.
Right.
Time is money.
Time is money.
And if this can really deliver on those promises,
Right.
that's a big deal.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit more about like what THEO actually does.
So THEO, at its core,
Yeah.
it basically ingests all sorts of business information.
Uh-huh.
So that could be stuff from your website,
Okay.
documents, whatever you throw at it.
So like my company's, mission statement,
Exact.
my,
Product description.
product description.
Verbose.
Yeah, got it.
And it structures all of that information into what they call a mega context file.
Mega context. It does sound
It's a pretty bold claim.
pretty bold.
Right.
But what does it actually mean?
So imagine
Yeah.
a super detailed blueprint
Okay.
of your entire business, but it's AI readable.
Okay.
So this mega context file, it's kind of like a table of context.
I see. So it's like giving the AI
Yeah,
a roadmap to understanding my business.
exactly.
That's pretty cool.
And it's not just like a data dump, right?
Right.
It's structured in a way that the AI can actually understand and use.
Oh, okay. So how does it actually structure that information?
So they break it down into 3 main sections.
Okay.
Company level information,
Yeah.
product specific information,
Right.
and then audience specific information.
So it's like a 3-pronged approach.
Yeah, and within each of those sections,
Mm-hmm.
there are all these really specific data points.
So like under company level information, what kind of data points would we be talking about?
So you might have data points on like your company's overall strategy,
Okay.
market insights, competitive landscape,
Mm-hmm.
maybe even things like company culture
Oh, wow.
or values.
That's pretty in-depth.
It really tries to capture the essence of what your business is all about.
Okay, so let's say I wanted to use an AI
Uh-huh.
to write a blog post about my company's new product launch.
Okay, yeah.
Would it just pull like generic information about product launches?
No, not at all.
Okay.
We would have access to all of this specific information about your company.
Oh, cool.
So like your target audience,
Mhm, yeah.
your company strategy, even your brand voice.
So it'd actually be able to write something that's,
Yeah,
aligned with my brand.
exactly.
That's impressive.
It's about making the AI smarter.
And not just throwing, generic content
Right.
at me.
It's about tailoring it
Yeah.
to your specific needs.
Okay, so we've got this like super structured mega context file.
Yeah.
But how does that actually work with existing AI tools?
That's a great question.
Like, how do they talk to each other?
So they've designed THEO to work with something called RAG-based solutions.
RAG.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you heard of that before?
I have not.
So RAG stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation.
Retrieval augment.
Generation.
Okay.
It's a fancy way of saying
Please.
that these AI systems
Yeah.
are really good at finding information
Mhm.
and retrieving it from a large set of data.
So, like, when I ask my AI assistant
Yeah.
to summarize a long research paper for me,
Exactly.
it's using RAG.
It's probably using some elements of RAG, yeah.
Right.
Popular tools like Notebook LM,
Mm.
Sana.ai, Microsoft Copilot,
Oh, yeah.
even personal.ai, they all use aspects of a RAG.
Okay.
It's really good for like pulling up specific facts
Uh-huh.
or answering targeted questions.
So if RAG is so good at that, what's the catch?
There's always a catch, right?
Right.
So the limitation with ARGI
Mm.
is that it can sometimes miss the bigger picture.
Okay.
Like, it's great at retrieval,
Mm-hmm.
but it might not always understand the strategic context
I see.
of why that information is important.
Ah, so that's where HEO comes in,
Exactly.
to fill in those gaps.
Exactly. It's not competing with RAG.
Right.
It's designed to make RAG even better
Okay.
by providing that missing context.
I like it.
It's like, if you're working on a puzzle,
Mm-hmm.
RAG can give you all the pieces.
Yeah.
But HEO provides the picture on the box.
Oh, that's a good analogy.
So you know how everything fits together.
I like that.
Yeah.
So we've got THEO creating this super structured mega context file.
Yeah.
But how does that information actually get used?
Okay, so along with the mega context file,
Uh-huh.
THEO also provides what they call system instructions.
Okay.
So think of these instructions as a guide for the AI. Got it. It's telling the AI how to use all of this information.
So it's not just giving the AI like a dictionary.
It's giving it the dictionary.
Yeah.
It's giving it a grammar book.
Okay.
It's giving it a style guide.
So it's really like
Yeah.
teaching the AI how to use
Exactly.
all this information
Yeah.
in a way that's actually helpful.
That's the goal.
All right. So this is all sounding pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But, at the end of the day, talk is cheap, right?
We want to see results.
We want to see results. So are people actually seeing benefits from using THEO?
That's the million-dollar question, right?
Yeah.
And luckily, we have a bunch of user testimonials that we can dig into.
All right, let's get into those testimonials and
Yeah.
see what people are saying about THEO in action.
Let's do it.
Because that's where we separate the hype from the reality.
Absolutely. Let's go.
Okay. So, looking at these testimonials, one thing that really jumps out at me is...
People aren't just praising features.
Okay.
They're talking about actual outcomes.
Right.
Like saving time.
Yeah.
Getting better results from their AI.
Yeah.
Even feeling more strategically aligned.
I did notice that there's one testimonial from a freelancer named John.
Okay.
And he was using THEO
Yeah.
just with his website.
Oh, wow.
And he was like blown away by the results.
Really?
He said it helped him create this really strong executive statement
Okay.
for his marketing material,
Interesting.
which is something he'd been struggling with.
Yeah, that can be tough.
Yeah.
To really nail that messaging.
Exactly.
Especially as a freelancer when you're
You're wearing all the hats.
wearing all the hats.
And
Exactly.
so it's like THEO kind of took that off his plate a little bit.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. And then there's another one from Martin, who's a startup founder.
Right.
And he was using THEO to like help him define his ideal customer profile.
So getting really clear on
Yeah, who he's trying to reach.
who he's trying to reach, yeah.
And then he was able to use that
Okay.
to have like a much more focused conversation with ChatGPT.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's almost like THEO
Yeah.
is like an AI whisperer.
I like that.
Right. It's like...
Yeah, it's like teaching you how to talk to the AI
Exactly.
so you get better results.
Yeah, because you're giving it the right information.
Exactly.
You're giving it the right context.
Okay, and then there's this other one from Agnes,
Yeah.
another startup founder.
Right.
And she called THEO a lifesaver.
Wow.
She was able to take like 3 raw pitch decks,
Oh, wow.
feed them to THEO,
And
and use that to create like killer landing page content.
so it's like taking all those ideas
Yeah.
and kind of synthesizing them
Yeah.
into something usable.
Yeah, she said it helped her make order out of chaos,
I can see that.
which I think...
Especially in the startup world, right?
Oh, yeah.
Where everything's moving so fast.
Yeah, there's so much information.
You've got information coming from all directions.
Exactly. And it's like, how do you make sense of it all?
It can be overwhelming.
Yeah.
And I think that's where THEO potentially offers a really valuable solution.
It's like it gives you a framework for organizing all that information.
Exactly.
All right, so we've got this compelling idea of giving AI a deep understanding of your business.
Right.
We've seen how that's playing out in these, real world scenarios.
Good real people.
Yeah, but we got to be realistic too, right?
We do.
So I want to play devil's advocate for a second.
Okay, I like it.
What are some of the things we should be thinking about?
Well, one thing that comes to mind is adaptability.
Okay.
Every business is different.
Right.
So how does THEO handle those nuances?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Can it really cater to the specific needs
Yeah.
of every industry
Yeah, or every business model.
or every business model? Yeah,
Because businesses change too.
they do. They do.
Like, how easy is it to keep that mega context file up to date
That's a great point.
as your business is changing?
You don't want to create a system
Right.
that becomes outdated
Yeah.
as soon as you make a change.
Yeah, you don't want it to be static. You
Right.
want it to be dynamic.
Exactly. And then there's also the question of cost.
Yeah.
We don't have pricing information
Right.
in the materials we've looked at,
Yeah.
but obviously any new tool is an investment.
It is.
So businesses, especially SMEs,
yeah.
they're going to want to weigh the benefits
Yeah. The potential benefits.
against the financial implications.
And, it's all about ROI.
It is. It is.
At the end of the day.
And I think it's also important to remember that THEO is a tool.
Right.
It's not a magic bullet.
Right.
It's not going to solve all your problems overnight.
Yeah, it's not going to.
It's about how you use it.
Yeah.
To enhance what you're already doing.
Right, to amplify your capabilities.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, I guess the question for you, the listener, is if you had an AI that truly understood your business,
Right.
how would that change things?
It's a question worth thinking about.
Yeah.
Would it make you more open to using AI?
Mm-hmm.
Would it allow you to tackle more complex tasks?
Yeah, like those big, hairy, audacious goals.
Exactly. The things that have been holding you back
Yeah.
because you haven't had the right tools,
The right resources.
the right insights.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
the AI landscape is changing so quickly.
It is.
I mean, tools like THEO represent a really fascinating step forward
I agree.
in making AI more accessible and more effective for businesses.
But not just, big corporations.
Right. For everybody.
For small businesses, for startups.
Yeah. It's democratizing AI.
It is. It is.
Which is exciting.
Yeah. It's a really interesting development.
But as always, we
Wow.
encourage you, the listener,
Of course.
to do your own research.
Don't just take our word for it.
Yeah, don't just take our word for it.
Go out there.
Explore these concepts.
Read the source material
Dig a little deeper.
and see how it resonates with you.
Yeah, think about your own experiences, your own aspirations.
What are your pain points?
Yeah.
What are the things that are keeping you up at night?
Yeah, because maybe
THEO can help.
THEO is the answer.
We don't know, but it's worth exploring.
It's definitely worth exploring.
Yeah.
And, most importantly,
Yeah.
think about how this could help you achieve your goals.
Exactly. Whether it's
growing
your business,
streamlining your workflows.
freeing up more time
Yeah, to focus.
focus on the things that matter.
The things that actually matter.
Exactly.
All right. So I think
Yeah.
this deep dive into THEO has given us all a lot to think about.
A lot to chew on
Yeah.
and a lot to explore further.
And remember,
Yeah.
the world of AI is constantly evolving.
It's not standing still.
So what seems cutting edge today
Right.
might be commonplace tomorrow.
Exactly.
So it's really important
Mm-hmm.
to stay curious,
Stay curious
stay informed,
and stay ahead of the curve.
and stay ahead of the curve. I like that.
All right. So until next time,
Yeah.
keep diving deep,
Keep diving deep.
keep learning,
Keep learning.
and we'll be back soon
We'll be back
with another deep dive
into another fascinating topic.
into the fascinating world of emerging technologies.
It's going to be fun.
All right. See you later.
See you later.
Yeah. It really is like having that secret weapon,
Yeah.
in a world that's constantly throwing those curveballs at you.
And that's what I think is so interesting about this whole thing.
Yeah.
It's not just about automating the things we already do.
Right.
It's about unlocking new possibilities.
It's about using AI to work smarter, not just harder.
Yeah, it's funny. We started this whole deep dive wondering if this was all just hype,
Yeah.
but I'm walking away feeling pretty energized by this.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lot of potential here.
Yeah, it feels like we're on the cusp of something big.
It does, especially for small to medium-sized businesses.
Yeah.
THEO could be a game changer for them.
Yeah.
It's like leveling the playing field,
Mm-hmm.
giving them access to capabilities that before
Right.
were only available to huge companies.
It really is like democratizing AI.
It is. It is.
But as always, we
Yeah.
encourage you, the listener,
Yeah.
to do your own research.
Definitely don't just take our word for it.
Right. Go out there and explore these concepts. Think about your own experiences.
Yeah. What are your pain points when it comes to AI?
Yeah. How could something like THEO help you?
Mhm.
What challenges could it help you solve?
Exactly.
And most importantly, think about how it could help you reach your goals.
Your goals for your business, your personal goals.
Yeah.
Whatever's important to you.
Yeah, free up more time,
Exactly.
but focus on the things you love.
That's what it's all about.
So hopefully this deep dive has given you a good starting point.
Yeah, a foundation to build on.
Yeah, and just remember, the world of AI is always changing.
Constantly evolving.
So stay curious, stay informed,
Stay ahead of the curve.
and until next time, keep diving deep.
Keep learning.
We'll be back soon with another deep dive into the world of emerging tech.
See you then.